Welcome to Mr. Web Professor. This course is about writing business plans, and Lesson 1 talks about why you need a business plan. It's really an overview of the entire business planning process. So what is our agenda for Lesson 1? Well, we are going to look at when you need a business plan, why you need a business plan, who a business plan is written for, the elements of a business plan from an overview perspective, where you can find resources while writing your business plan, and consulting with an expert. So let's jump right in and get started. When do you need a business plan? Well, if you're starting a new business, you definitely need a business plan. If you're looking for investors, either for that startup or for a new portion of the business that you're going to launch, maybe a new project or a new product, and you're looking for investors, you should put together a business plan. If you're attacking a new market that you've never been in before, you should put together a business plan specifically for that new market. If you have a great idea and you're considering maybe starting a business, a good place to start is with a business plan. So, when do you need a business plan? During times of financial troubles. When you're selling a portion of your business. When trying to harness growth. If your company is growing very fast and you want to harness that back a little bit, you may need a business plan. If you're introducing new products or services, you should put together a business plan. That brings us to our next question, which is why? Why would I put together a business plan? Well, a business plan establishes a company or a business's mission. It also establishes its vision. It tells you where the company is going to be going. It establishes company values, which are very important in guiding the company and in various different decision processes that it will be going through. It will define your business model as well. How are you going to do business? It'll provide you a good blueprint as you move forward. Some other reasons why you may need a business plan? So that you can better understand the market that you're in or that you will be in. So you can develop clear company and marketing strategies. This is very important to have a clear path and strategy that you're going to follow to implement your business to be successful in the great big business world. It'll also provide you with an action timeline so that you know exactly when and what steps you should implement in your company and marketing strategies. So who are business plans written for anyway? That's a good question. Most business plans are written for investors. You need money. You need to put a plan together to show the investors that they will have a return on their investment. In some cases, in established businesses, there may be a change that someone's proposing, and therefore it could be written for the directors of the company. If it is a startup, it can also be written for future directors of the company. The senior management team, whether it's a startup or an existing business, whoever is going to be the senior management team needs to have that business plan so they know what to do, when, and why. If you're running a nonprofit, donors, having a clear business plan can help you in soliciting your large donors. But above all, it's important to have a business plan for yourself so that you know what steps you need to take to get from where you are today to where you want to be in the future with your business. So then, if we know what a business plan is, who it's written for, and why we need it, then what goes into the business plan? Well, there are several contents that make up the business plan. First, you have your table of contents, very simple, self-explanatory. You have an executive summary, which kind of is a 2 to 4 page summary of what the entire plan has to say. While this comes first in the plan, it's usually written last. Company overview, share a little bit about the big picture of your company. The business environment external to your company, what's going on out there in the market, in the business world, and in the economy. more in-depth description of your company, very specific to what is your company about, what are its strengths and weaknesses. What's going to be your company strategy? How are you going to go about doing the business that you do and doing it well, as well as addressing the competitors that are in the market? Your marketing plan. How do you plan to reach your customers? A financial review. What's it going to cost to reach those customers? How much money do you need to do that? And what would be the expected return on investment once those customers have been reached? An action plan. This is a step-by-step plan that would outline what you'll be doing for the next maybe month to 2 years, depending on the type of business and the nature of your plan. And finally, appendices. The data by which you based your plan on, and or other statistics that may be available to you that you'd want to include for review by potential investors. So when you prepare to write a business plan, what do you want to think about? Well, first think about dividing up the work. If you have a team around you, divide it up. Create a schedule with timelines so everybody knows who is handling what portions of the plan and when they are due. Where can you find some good resources to really put some bite to your plan? When you look at your competitors, when you look at your industry, where can you find resources about those types of things? Well, industry groups are a good source. Newspapers are another excellent source. Your local chamber of commerce. I can't say enough about getting involved in your chamber of commerce if you're a business owner. Your local chamber of commerce is a great way to network, but it's also a great way to find a lot of resources. The internet, of course. You're taking this class online. It's full of resources that are out there. Your local college, you may be able to find a couple of good business interns to help you write your plan and do some of the research for you. Or maybe your local business college has a great business library and a librarian there, a business librarian who can help you find information that you may need in your business planning process. Finally, I want to talk a little bit about consulting with an expert as we look at this overview of business planning. You want to check his credentials. Does he have his MBA? What kind of education has he done? Who has he worked with in the past? That goes to checking his track record. Has he been successful with the businesses he's helped in the past? You want to understand his philosophy and make sure that that philosophy aligns with your philosophy for your business. Perhaps most of all, second to checking his credentials and his track record perhaps, is being comfortable with who you're working with. If you are not comfortable and cannot get along with the individual, then you don't want to be paying him for just to have conflict with him. So make sure you're comfortable with him and it looks like your personalities will get along well. You want to make sure up front that you can afford him. What does he charge? Does he charge hourly, by the plan? Does he charge for additional research? You want to know his billing structure and how that works and whether or not you can afford that. So let's review. We covered when you need a business plan, why you need a business plan, who a business plan is written for, the elements of a business plan, where to find some good resources, and consulting with an expert. If you're viewing this on YouTube or Google Video, consider checking us out at MrWebProfessor.com, where the rest of the elements of this course will be available to you, and you can go step by step through the entire business planning process. Thank you.